Today we're going to be using the Stryder 22 with the conversion mod on it, and I'm going to be doing it a comparison basically with and without akimbo. And in this video we're going to be going into multiplayer and we're going to be going into zombies. We're going to start in zombies and we're going to start with it without the akimbo attachment on it, since I do want to see how it is initially with just one weapon and see if you actually get any extra damage with two. We're going to be doing it on the Shattered Veil. Yeah, kind of just running around. I want to see if there is a difference, if it's any better akimbo in comparison to a single weapon in your hand. I don't know how to describe it, what words to use to describe it. Really anything about the gun. I used it a little bit, not too much, not really in zombies at all. I do know it's strong. I don't know how strong it is. It's just one of those things. I don't know. I'm hoping that it is on the stronger side, like the really strong side, like closer to the Grekova than anything, because I really like the Grekova. And yeah, I'm using controller again. I can't bring myself to just sit here and play with keyboard and mouse too long, especially on a game where aim assist is so broken. I just end up like falling into like this pattern where I get lazy and just want to use a controller instead. But yeah, the Stryder 22 with the 3-round burst mod on it is actually not that bad. From my experience with using it, the 2 games that I did, it's really not that bad. I mean, well, when I'm saying not that bad is I'm saying it's like amazing. My hope is that it's really strong, like late game. I know right now it seems like it's okay and it's not like too broken, or like, not that it's broken, it's not even like, it's just a normal gun right now. It does all right damage to the head. It's 1 bursting zombies pretty much. Well, it's kind of 2 bursting them on around 2, but that's not the point. It's not really that terrible. I'm gonna turn on the rampage inducer and probably get my ass kicked. We'll see how it goes. Oh nice, my 20 out of whatever top placements. I sure do love that. Yeah, I definitely need a lot more concentration and like just this time when I'm using controller. Okay, we're good. We're golden. But as it stands right now, it seems like it struggles to bring down zombies. Like if there's a horde of zombies, even like especially early on in the game, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like it does that much damage. I don't know if it's worth using without akimbo. All right, let's see. Also, this is like super random, but do you guys like, are you able to like replay zombies at all at this point, or are you guys like mostly checked out on COD? For like the people that are still like watching the videos and anyone that is clicking on a video of mine for the first time, like, do you regularly play zombies, or is it more like you're just watching it to see what's going on with it? And like, if you do play, how do you like occupy yourself while you're playing? Like, are you playing public lobbies, helping people with Easter eggs? Like, what is the driving force that helps you play zombies? Because as you can see from most of my videos, I moved on to multiplayer and Warzone. And I mean, most of my videos are kind of centered. Well, no, my streams are centered around multiplayer at this point. My videos are centered around all 3 modes, only when there's new weapons and new camos to get. But like, what is it? Because I find it very hard to play the game for a long period of time. Zombies related. I have to switch in like an hour and a half to play another mode. I can't, for some reason, I just can't continue zombies after like an hour. I get very bored. And it's not that it's bad. Like, honestly speaking, it's really not that it's bad. I don't have a complaint about zombies other than the fact that they nerf things that shouldn't be nerfed. And I'm hoping that the Stryder is on the more broken side / like fun side. And like when I say broken, I mean like fun. It's hard to find the balance, and for some reason they're trying to balance things in zombies. I forgot to get the other part, but like I'm hoping that it's on the broken side so that it adds a little bit of fun, because at this point in the game you want things that are kind of broken to like not make it easy to play, but more so make it more enjoyable to play. Because I mean, who wants the game to be extremely hard 100% of the time? Not me, not anyone. Now, I love when the game is difficult, don't get me wrong. When the game is difficult, it's a lot of fun. There comes a point where you want it to be a little bit easier so that you can just like kind of like dick around and enjoy yourself. And like, that's the kind of point I'm at, where like I want broken things. Like, I want to be able to go ahead and get like, if you guys played custom zombies before, I might, if I can find it, I'll throw it up on the screen. There's a new death machine, or newer death machine, that they've added into some of the maps. This guy is like a I don't know his name, but he's added in something called the admin gun, and it is, oh god, I'm dead. Holy shit, I didn't die. I'm 1 HP. Wow, that was like really bad timing. But he's added in something called the admin gun, and it is a full auto Desert Eagle that is like absolutely busted, and it is so fun to use. Like, sometimes I just want to mess around with something like that. What is happening? Sometimes I just want to mess around with guns like that, and like having things in this game that could be similar to that would be awesome. Yeah, okay. I'm really struggling to use this gun right now. I don't think it's that great early on. It's only round 7 with Rampage. I mean, I have no perks, so that doesn't help. I could have grabbed that double tap right there, but I did not. Double tap would definitely help. And I know this map is like made for double tap in a sense. They definitely balanced it accordingly. So I probably should have went and grabbed that, and I did not. But yeah, like what I was saying is like I want a gun like the admin gun in Black Ops 3 Custom Zombies. If you know what that is, you know what that is, and it's really fun to use. Whereas in newer Call of Duties, they don't really have anything like that. Like Black Ops 3 had some of the most broken wonder weapons in the game's like life cycle, or not the game's life cycle, like, well, in Call of Duty's career, I guess you could say. We're on Pat 1, by the way, mad random. 210 to the head, I think that said. Oh, 556. Whoa, 556 PAP 1 gray is not bad. That's not bad at all. I do want to go up. Yeah, 556. You don't even need this thing. You don't even need this thing on a 3-round burst at all, because it one taps. I mean, it's nice to get that extra bullet on them, but no, we're not grabbing that. Well, actually, I could grab that and go upstairs and then get double tap. So I'll do that. Yeah. So like my reasoning for saying all this is they don't have anything in the game that correlates to something that's fun like that. Like they're missing, at least in my opinion, they're missing that fun aspect. I think they thought that the mutant injection would be that fun aspect, but people have abused it beyond belief, to the point where it's not fun to use the mutant injection. It's just like a tool to get through really difficult rounds, right? And I think that's one of the things, like if you could really think about this game critically, aside from all the bug crashes and all that, like just ignore that. I know it's hard to do that, but like, you know, all the bugs and shit. If you could think about the game critically, it hits every box except for like a broken weapon category of fun. You know what I mean? Like one thing that you're not going to use all the time, but when you pick it up, you're going to have a lot of fun using it. It doesn't have anything like that. It really doesn't. Like you could argue the ice staff, but it's really bad against elite zombies, so it's not broken. They missed an opportunity adding in the Grim Reaper and Death Machine and like a couple of other score streaks into the game that they could have added in as weapons. They definitely missed that. Like the Grim Reaper would have been a great launcher to add into the game. At this point in the game's life cycle, it's the end of the game's life cycle. Make the Grim Reaper a launcher, like a special weapon launcher. Don't just, you know, add it in as nothing. Like they're making the Olympia a special weapon instead of a shotgun, which I kind of find to be really weird, but the Olympia isn't, you know, I don't think it's going to be that great, which is why they made it a special weapon. I think the Olympia is going to be pretty bad. I saw the leak that said it was going to have 8 rounds in reserve and 2 rounds off start, so it's already worse than it used to be. Okay, I knew that was going to happen. I clicked the button too early. But it bugged out and now I can't use my shit. I'm going to die here. That's so frustrating. Okay, anyways, I gotta shut up. We're Pack-a-Punch 2. We're Pack-a-Punch 2 gray, and we're doing 1112 to the head. 1112 to the head on my first bullet. And I don't know about you guys, but Pack-a-Punch 2 gray doing this damage, like, do you guys, I know you guys see this, like, I mean, unless you're just listening to me talk about absolutely fucking nothing instead of looking at the screen, but a gun, a gray weapon on round 17 is plowing down zombies. I'm plowing down zombies. Let that sink in. And it's a pistol. Let it sink in. It's got to sink in somehow. Some way, somehow, that has to sink in. We are using a pistol, and these zombies are dying so fast. And now I'm upgrading to a purple. I'm going to leave the zombie alive so I can test to see how much damage it's actually doing. I'm going to go ahead and grab Stamina and Jug. Those are the only other 2 perks I'm going to get until Wonder Fizz spawns. But, like, it's strong. This thing is strong. There is no, like... I've been running around with it not paying attention that entire time while talking about that stuff, and I noticed that it does a lot of damage. I was PAP 1 gray that whole time. It was doing so much damage. I also need to get double tap back. I just realized because I went down. Oh wait, double tap. So I did 112. Oh, I was doing 112 without double tap. So let's see what I do with double tap. Okay, that was the body. 3,344 purple with double tap. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that I didn't have double tap when I was testing it, which I'm kind of disappointed I didn't get to see that. But yeah. So also all these test videos, I don't, you know, this is like what you guys would do. I don't want to go like too far out of the norm. Wow, I sound like a fucking old ass man. But like, I like my videos, if you guys know me, which like 90% of the viewership is my subscribers. So thank you guys, by the way. I really appreciate the ongoing support, even though I haven't been like posting as often. Well, I took that month to just grind out Warzone to 100% it because I really wanted to do that. And I still have a couple of top 10s left. I think it's like 30 top 10s left. But I want to apologize, but also say thank you for everyone, as in like the couple thousand or the 1,000 people that watch me upload, like when I upload every single video. I really appreciate it. So thank you so much. And everyone that's getting recommended these videos and clicks on them, I appreciate you guys watching the videos and liking them. It's really nice and it means a lot. Reaching away from that for like 5 seconds, I don't want these videos to seem like super professional, like I'm diving deep into this game's files and finding out all the numbers. And I want these videos to be surface level and familiar to what you guys would do when you play. Like is this actually better than the other gun? And then you go play with the other gun, like kind of like that. I'm going off of shock value for myself, essentially. Like, holy shit, it's doing like 30,000 damage and it shouldn't do 30,000 damage. Like, it's a fucking pistol, you know what I mean? But I'm a normal dude and I just like playing video games and seeing if things are good. I mean, for the most part, I just like grinding camos. So like, you know, if they were to add other camos into this game, you best believe I'm grinding them, but you know, they didn't yet. So the best thing I got is seeing if guns are good in zombies and in multiplayer, and just like all around if they're good in general. But I mean, this gun is really good. I'm 3 bursting a doppelgast. If I hit him in the head the whole time, he'd be dead pretty quickly. Also, I did notice one thing with the Stryder is you don't lose damage when you're shooting an elite. So most of the time with a gun like this, or just any gun in general, when you shoot an elite, you actually lose a bit of damage. Like, they kind of like half your damage in a sense to make it feel worse, or make it feel like the elite is tanky, so you don't really get to do the same damage you do to normal zombies. But it seems like the Stryder specifically continues to do the same damage to elites. I don't know if that's its bonus when it's pack-a-punched, but it's dogging it. It does so much damage to elites. There's like not a world where this thing isn't good. Like, you don't lose any damage against elites. You're doing the same exact damage. So I'm doing like, what? I'm doing 3k damage to its head, and because I can hit it twice, I think I do more because of double tap. I think it's like 6k or like 5k because I'm hitting it in the head 2 times. It's really good. There's no reason, like, it's really good. It's no reason for this to be good. I know I sound like a broken record, but I fucking love this thing. I would say to stay away from it in grief. I would stay away from it in grief 100%, because early on you do no damage to the head, unless you can pack a punch it before the first capture zone. I don't recommend that. I think that said 10k, by the way. I think that said 10k on my second shot. But yeah, I would definitely stay away from it on the first capture zone. There's no reason, or unless you can pack a punch it on the first capture zone, there's no reason to bring this in. It doesn't do enough damage. You're better off with the Fang 82 or the Maelstrom, even though the Maelstrom is really, really bad at headshots. But from my experience so far, this is a great late game weapon in zombies, which is kind of bizarre to say. But yeah, this is a great late game weapon. Definitely not for like an early game grief game, because I'm maxed out doing way too much damage at round 21. But if you like to survive a little longer in grief and not go too crazy, then it's for you. All right, let's see how much damage this does to him. Yeah, what tell me what gun is gonna kill him that fast on round 22? I mean, I've been out of the zombies curve for a while, thanks to, you know, multiplayer being so much fun for me, and 100%ing that, which if you haven't watched that video, I recommend it, because I really like it. I think it's probably one of my best videos. But yeah, multiplayer 100% was phenomenal, super fun until the end. I wanted to rip my head off. It was just great. So I would really appreciate it if you guys went and watched that video, even though it's not zombies, because I know a lot of people just like zombies, which is crazy. And that also brings me back to my question earlier, like, how do you guys play this all year long? I tried. I actually don't think anyone does. I don't think anyone does. I would flip a coin and say no one does. No one hops on this game 365 days a year and plays the new Call of Duty Zombies. There's no chance. No offense. There's no chance. And if you do, again, take no offense to this. If you do, you're a psychopath, and I need to know who you are and what you do. I can't. I couldn't. I vowed, essentially, when I made this channel, to only post zombies. I could not. As much as I really like it in this game, I don't know how someone does, like, 24/7 at the very least, because I know there's people that can get on and play for a couple of hours, as in like 2 hours, do something, get something done, and be like, all right, zombies is over. We're moving on to something else today, or we're done for the day. Like a quick exchange, if you will. But I couldn't tell you, man. I couldn't do it. All right, so now we're at gold. Tap 3. We're doing 8k on our initial shot to the head. Keep in mind, we don't have dead shot yet. We just have double tap. So we don't have the max amount of damage, but we have damage. And it's 8k with a single Stryder 22. Keep that in mind. Now we're back, we're functioning. I did the testing on the Stryder, on the akimbo Stryder. Fun fact, it actually, so the damage value that you see on screen when you shoot a zombie, so like that, like the 7k, the 8k, it actually doesn't increase when you use an akimbo. I didn't know that. I thought it would, essentially because you're using 2 separate guns to shoot a zombie. I thought it would just merge the 2 together and do more damage, but from the looks of it, it doesn't seem like it actually, like, I can't tell if it actually does more damage. I'm like 90% sure it does, but it's not even worth like going around and being like, boom, it does more damage, because going from round 1 to 25, the only difference that it makes akimbo is that you can kill zombies in the early game so much easier because you just have more ammo in the gun. Now, because you have 2 guns in your hand, yes, it's obviously it's better. It's definitely better. There's no way it's not better. The only thing is it's just way better at bringing down hordes early game, like way better. Later on, it's the same thing because you're one-shotting the zombie. Like, I'm one-shotting the zombies. I think I did 13,000 to his head. We're gonna get dead shot now. I'm gonna get this, and this. It is really good. The only, like I said, the only difference is you have 2 guns and you're shredding a horde. 10k on my initial shot to the head, by the way. 10 with a pistol. 15,000. Are you serious? Wait. Yeah, like, you don't need it akimboed, by the way. If you're gonna do 15,000 damage to a zombie's head with double tap and dead shot, you do not need, you really don't need it, but it just makes it so much better at killing a group of zombies, a bunch of zombies, without essentially trying, I guess you could say. Like, it just makes it safer, it makes it more deadly, it makes it more usable, viable, just a better weapon with akimbo. I'm gonna be one-shotting zombies in the head for so long, like I think until like round 40, or no, sorry, like round 35, round 38, I think 12k, 15k to the head kills them in one shot. The only yeah, because we're doing 5,400 damage is the health cap right now. I think it just went up to 6,500. So okay, by round 31 we're gonna be one-tapping zombies in the head, or until round 31 we'll be one-tapping zombies in the head, and I think we still will, or we'll 2-tap them, so we're still gonna be one-bursting zombies on round 31. I think by round 35 we won't be one-bursting zombies anymore, especially armored zombies, but I mean, this gun's viable into the 50s for sure. There's no way it's not. I don't see a world where it's not viable into the 50s, especially akimboed. If you guys just saw on screen, it's like absolutely disgusting with akimbo. There's no reason to run it without it. But if you don't like running with akimbo, you don't have to run with akimbo because of how good it is. Like, you watch this gameplay, like, you're watching this, you don't need akimbo. It's not something you like genuinely need. It's not a life or death situation. Like with the Grekova, it's also not a life or death situation, but like if you actually want the Grekova to be really, really good, like a lot better, you should run it with it. This, honestly, to me, felt pretty similar. I think once you get to that point where you're not one-tapping them in the head, you probably need it, and it will probably help a lot. Like here, where like most of my shots are hitting their bodies, it'd probably help me a lot more having akimboed. But again, for me, I don't find enjoyment. Like when I'm testing it out, I want to test it out at its quote-unquote worst. We're at its worst right now, according to this game, because everyone loves akimbo, and even this game loves akimbo. When you put it like that, like, imagine that. When you put it like that, we're technically at this gun's worst. We're using this gun at its worst, and it is so damn good still. I mean, I could make it really bad, but no, I refuse to do that. Whew. It's so good, dude. I love this thing. I really do. Like, I really enjoy it. The only thing I dislike about it is the early game, and the only way to make the early game better is by using the akimbo Stryder. But anyways, that is it for zombies. We're actually going to go ahead and move on to multiplayer because this video is about multiple modes. I was going to do Warzone, but this gun, it's a pistol. At the end of the day, it's not worth bringing into Warzone. In my opinion, it's not going to do good in Warzone. It is like I said, the main focus of the video is using the gun in its entirety. So I'm not using any other weapon. And if I bring this into Warzone, I have to use a regular weapon to get them low enough for me to actually kill them with this gun. This gun will most likely 5-hit or 6-hit. Or it'll be a three bursts to crack them, if not 4, and then 2 to 3 more bursts to fully kill them after they're cracked. So I don't think this gun's going to be worth using in Warzone. It's definitely really good in multiplayer. Like, I haven't tried it in multiplayer, but it's definitely going to be good in multiplayer because multiplayer, you have no armor. It's probably going to be a 2-burst, especially with a monolithic suppressor on it. I could see it being extremely busted. So yeah, I'll see you guys on multiplayer. I think it's going to be really fun. Two bursts again, and that's only because I missed. If I didn't miss there, Oh, I missed again. If I didn't miss, it would have been one burst. Like when you're like 5 meters away, mainly 2, you're not gonna have to shoot this more than once, even at full health. Or sorry, yeah, if they're not at full health and you shoot them at a distance, you'll probably one-shot them at half. Just one burst. Like it's really good that way. I actually prefer, not prefer, obviously it would be great if it was a 1-hit, but I mean, I don't mind it being a 2-hit. It makes it really good for those close range fights, especially if someone has an assault rifle and you're stuck using this pistol. It'll really end up saving you, whereas there's other guns in the game that just won't even do anything. Okay, like he should have died, but I think 90% of my shots went into his toes. And there's no beating the LC-10 with a pistol, even no matter how broken the pistol is, unfortunately. Let's see how, oh, he was hit a little bit. Yep, 2-hit. I mean, I did hit most, I hit every shot in the head. Honestly, I'm a really big fan of this pistol. I hate going into gunfights with a pistol. Just in general, I'm just not a big fan of them. All right, I know he's up here. Okay, apparently not. So he's chasing. He's either chasing me or he left. And he just doesn't care to be in here, so whatever. Yeah, okay. I didn't miss. I'm really good at missing, by the way. Ooh. No, if the guy wasn't shooting me from the left side, I actually would have done really good there. Like, they wouldn't even have had a chance. That guy in the corner would have easily died. But again, like, this is just like, I mean, that was a pretty good example. I'm glad the game's over. This is the range I want it to be at. Like, there's no recoil on it, which makes it a good pistol. A lot of the pistols have so much visual recoil in this game, and it makes it so hard to just hit a shot. Like, even this gun with iron sights on it in general has so much visual recoil. It is like impossible to kill someone with it. I mean, you could do it, but everyone opts into using red dots. Like, but with this, there's almost no visual recoil. You get the slight little pull up, but like it has no problems. It literally has no problems, at least from what I've experienced with it so far. The only annoying thing is the range. The range is probably the worst part about it. I think this will be fine as long as I sit in kitchen and don't fight really far angles. Okay. My eyes didn't see anything. I won't lie. Oh, don't knife me. Oh, nope. We're dropping down. He knows. Oh, no, he doesn't know. What are you doing, weirdo? No! Oh, shit. He's so bad at the game. Nah, I'm just good. Dead. Dogged. My pre-aiming is awful. Don't judge me, okay? I'm learning controller again. There's one thing about the gun in the game, and that I have to say is really nice about it, about the pistol. It's that it's consistent. If you're hitting mid-chest to, like, upper body in general, it's going to be consistent. And a lot of the guns in this game actually, like, as you can see, the aims, I did not miss him there. A lot of the guns struggle with consistency, and the aims is definitely one of them. I missed. I did miss. I will own up to the fact that I just played that like absolute dog ass. But yes, this pistol is extremely consistent, and I'm a pretty big fan of it, having it as a secondary. I would have loved for them to throw it into ranked as like a nice little like P23R variant to the Stryder 22 to like help with the lack of variety in the mode, since it's a Stryder 22 to begin with. So it wouldn't be much different, but they obviously opted out to it because they don't want to piss anyone off. But 2-3 shots, not when there's 60 people literally staring at you, but one of the most consistent guns in this game. Why are you there looking behind you? Brother, your teammates are spawning there, and you decide to turn around and stare at your teammates. When I have Ninja on, you can't even hear me. Climbing up the stairs. Two shots. God damn, dude. Oh. No, he's staying. Wow, that was like the play right there, and bro stimmed and ruined it all. He ruined it. He ruined the clip that was gonna go at the beginning of the video. He said, nah, I see what you're trying to do, and it ain't happening. 2-hit. If like, all right, if I was fast enough, like if I wasn't like 85 years old with the reaction time of a goddamn dumbass, I would actually be able to get kills with this pistol, with how good it is. Especially on hardpoint, it takes over on this game mode for sure. It's actually, well, you know, that's harder than than it seems, I guess. Okay, yeah, you deserve the grenade in the mouth. But like, yeah, as long as you're not me, you're getting kills there. What was he moving like that for? What was he moving like that for? The guy didn't even fucking know I was there. And he's just like slipping. He's like on a slip and slide. Let me in here. Hey, buddy. I know you couldn't tell, but I just thought I'd say hello. I would like to shit on them now. I would like to shit on them to make this gun look good. I would, but I'm trying my very damn best, and there's nothing more I would like than to start ripping into these people so that I can get a really, really nice play, so that you're like, whoa, ooh, amazing, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm good at this game. I can't do it for the life of me with this gun. I'm not gonna lie. What is that? The top 250 camo? No, he would have thought he was cool enough. That guy just decided, hey, I can't see you. I'm gonna shoot at the fucking universe. Maybe I'll get a hit. No, maybe you probably won't. Brother went down on the ground. Yeah, like, see if I could aim. All right, so what it looks like, honestly, at the end of the day with this thing, what it seems like, what it feels like, that wasn't a double kill. He just decided to lay down. That was pretty cool. It's average. It's very average. It's 1,000. I mean, pistols in this game are extremely situational, and this is nothing different. It is really, like, fun to use and could be amazing. Honestly, it's, like, definitely, in my opinion, one of the best pistols, if not the best pistol in the game, but it's extremely situational. You want it to be effective, you have to be, like, right up in their face. There's no like, this is going to be amazing at any range. Like, it's only going to be good at very close ranges, very tight ranges, like these, but obviously I suck. That's a situation where the pistol's gonna shine. Everywhere else it's just very average, and you're better off just shooting them with a Jackal, LC10, or just like anything that's way more broken. But it's pretty cool to see, like, hey, they didn't come out with a new pistol, but they made the Stryder actually enjoyable to use. I would have liked to see the Stryder 22 as a full auto pistol instead. I'm sure that makes a lot of sense for, like, most people in general. I feel like a lot of you guys would rather this be a full auto pistol than a burst. I think the 9mm would have been cooler as a burst, or the Grekova, changed it to a burst conversion. Grekova kind of fits. 9mm also kind of fits. The Stryder would have definitely been my full auto choice for the game if I was developing, you know, the stuff for it, but I'm not, and I don't know anything about it. That's at least what I would have picked. I knew you were gonna be there. I have a strange feeling that the akimbo version of this is not gonna be good. It does the same damage. In my head, if I have an akimbo weapon, that's two different guns, so that should count as two different inputs of damage. Instead, it merges the two together, virtually doing the same damage. That was good. That was enjoyable to watch. All right, let's see. They're going to come through here. I even knew it. And I still couldn't do it. I just wanted to see how it would be with doing a handsome amount of damage right now. I'll tell you that. And that's the game. All in all, I think the Stryder 22 is absolutely amazing. It's not all the shit. Shh. I did something cool. Hold on, wait. Or said dog water. That's the Stryder 22. I think it's okay in multiplayer. I feel like that's been a trend in the game the last couple of updates. When they come out with a not a conversion kit. Conversion kits are so much cooler. Thank you, Sledgehammer. When they come out with a weapon mod, it seems like they're a lot weaker than everyone would like them to be. So the Stryder mod, I don't like it that much in multiplayer. I love it in zombies. I think it's great. One that I think I'm going to hopefully really like. In 2 days, we get the full auto conversion kit for the SVD, which I think I'm gonna like. I think they're gonna make it more of a marksman rifle, so it's gonna hit heavy and shoot a little slower. I'm a little nervous about it though, because I feel like it's gonna suck in multiplayer and then be really good in zombies, since in zombies it's a full auto, that it would end up being a full auto shotgun, like the SVA, I think it's called, or some shit. I forgot the name of it. In MW2 or MW3, it was the full auto shotgun they had. So I think that's what they're going for when you pack a punch it in zombies. I think that would be sick. I suck at the game. That's the Stryder 22. Goodbye.